No, nah, don't need to do that. If that's in there, bring it to my attention, we'll correct that. There is a thank you letter after the interview, but not there. All right, let's look at the resume. People interviewing Ben may be, hey, and this information right here needs to go at the top of Ben's letter. Okay, Ben Rebney, Poplar Springs. Hey, Ben, I live in Ringgold, too. Come pick me up if it snows, okay? Ringgold, Georgia. Okay, Ben, we need a space before the 432, after the 423. So right there needs to be a space. That phone number is key. They need to call you. I'm okay with it being bold. I'm okay with it being a larger font. I'm over 50. I'm holding a pair of glasses. I need to be able to see your phone number so I can call you, right? Even if you're not old, you need to see the phone number. Ben's got his email. If you don't have your Dalton State email and it says sexychick@gmail.com, that's not good. Change that back to your Dalton State email. You've got your LinkedIn profile. That's good. Only put that URL for LinkedIn, though, if LinkedIn's updated. You need to make sure that agrees with your resume. The picture looks like you. It's not a crazy selfie. You have a business suit on in the picture. Make sure LinkedIn's ready before you send this resume out with that URL on there. I've got the class list. If you would make me a list of all those, I'll blast that out to you. She's going to give us her slides from today. All right. Education should go first. Ben, you have a Bachelor of Business Administration degree in whatever. These are all BBAs, so you need to say, look at yours now, look down. Does it say Bachelor of Business Administration degree in something? Ben, when did you start this degree? Ben? Okay, put the start and the end date. Don't put expected graduation. I'm smart enough to know it's not 2020, so I'm guessing you're going to graduate then, right? I know that's when you expect to graduate. Dalton State College, go ahead and put Dalton, Georgia. You may be applying outside of our 10-county service area, and they may not know. I mean, you may be applying to LA or Zimbabwe. I don't know. Where are you applying? Put Dalton, Georgia. Goff Scholarship to present, completely funded. I would put major courses. I would put completed. I want your GPA, so put your GPA on a 4.0 scale, guys, because some people use a 5.0 scale. If your GPA is better in your major, put that. GPA in upper division, GPA in business core, GPA in management. You compute it, whatever way it's better, tell that. Okay, if you've done a major project, did you take financial statements? Did you do an analysis of a Fortune 500 company? Did you do a study abroad? Did you do a team project? Did you do something in a class besides take a test, any group projects? I would go ahead and mention down here major projects. Ben's got a lot of wasted space over here, so he could even list a couple of extra rows about major courses. A lot of people don't even know what social media marketing is. You've taken that. That gives you something to talk to them about. So sometimes the names of the course will trigger a conversation when you go to the interview. So put that on there as well. All right, next section really ought to be work. Ben, you've been a golfer. You haven't quite worked as much. Somebody give me a resume that's got some work experience on it. Can I have it? Okay. I'm going to switch over to Cynthia. So Cynthia has got her education. Cynthia's going to spell that out, okay, and she's going to put her GPA. It's okay that she puts Georgia Northwestern Tech, but she ought to put her GPA, and she might list college prep courses. I'd go ahead and put the Rock Spring over here, and Cynthia, you need the months here, okay? Cynthia's okay with this space in between there, but make sure there's enough space and this doesn't run together. All right, if you've got high school on there, if you played football and you were the star quarterback, or you went to Baylor, Macaulay, GPS, a high-end private school, leave it on. Otherwise, sorry, high school's got to go. Put associate's degree. So you're a step up. Spell it out correctly. Put the exact name of the degree, the GPA. Yeah, under. Yeah, that Mallory makes a tremendous point. Most recent first. Yes, sir. You were what? Honors and award section. Honors and award. Are you doing pretty good in college? Is your GPA good? Okay. You could even mention it in the cover letter. In addition to being the high school valedictorian, I have maintained my GPA at Dalton State while learning whatever, as shown on the enclosed resume. Yeah, and not in your resume. All right, Cynthia has called this professional experience. I really like work experience. I like an active verb to show Cynthia was getting it. She's been in school, she's been working, she's amazing. I want the employer to know how amazing she is on this piece of paper. So the title first, she's been an independent contractor at some odd spelling window painting company. Where are they, darling? Lafayette. Let's move Lafayette over here. Is it your own company? Well, that's it. Independent. Well, let's call you an entrepreneur. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Okay, this is current tense. Current jobs in current tense. I engage in client acquisitions and retention. What would really be better is to say that Cynthia grew the business by 30% and increased clients by 20% or increased revenue. If she can give an amount, that'd be great. Consult with clients. I'm going to put a number there. How many clients to establish needs and preferences, design and paint seasonal window art. So how many local businesses? I want to know what Cynthia's been doing. If it was one, I'm not impressed, but if she did 15, oh my goodness. Did you create the design? Did you handle the payments? Did you do routing, scheduling? Did you hire or train? If you hired or fired or trained, add that in. Did you do any of that? Okay. Student life assistant, Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Let's move the assisted. Okay. This is in past tense because it was a past job. Assisted with event planning, coordination, and execution. Created weekly with these online publications. Publications and event using publisher. I might stick the little registered trademark. That's good, right? We like that, Mallory? The oversaw. Let's have you manage. How many student work teams? Manage student work study students for the, we know it's for, what did you do with them? Did you train them? Schedule their work? Okay. Supported, we know it's student life, supported coordinator with student organizations in meetings, and I might make this another bullet. No more than 7 bullets per job, no more than 7 lines per bullet. Use an active word. I created, I developed, I supervised, I managed, yeah, they've got a handout too with such a similar, but yes. Okay, so we'll continue with her jobs. This leadership experience, I would put this as volunteer and professional service. List the dates. Okay, but what did you do in these organizations? So list your skills, what you did. It can go over 1 page. They're going to scan these. You can definitely go to 2 pages. Okay, I'm going to go back to Ben's here. Now, on page 2 of the resume, don't put all this again. Just put Ben Rebney, page 2. How many of you put a first and a middle name? Just put initial. I like you to go ahead and send the references on in. They don't have to ask for them. Make sure the references know, but you would butt this up to the back of page 2 after you put your interest or your hobbies, and I'd sort of put them in 2 columns. I'd put 2 DSC professors, and 2 work. Okay, what if you work for Mallory Safely at Publix, and she's no longer there, but you've got your Publix work experience. Mallory's now at Dalton State, so it says Mallory Safely, Dalton State, Career Services. In parentheses under there, put my former boss at Publix, so you'll know. No preachers, no character references. It has to be somebody who's taught you or that you've worked for. It could be a client you've worked with, in your case, Cynthia, but no family members, no character references. Okay, before we get to Ben's references, on page 2, so we've got his name. Okay, if work experience comes over to the second page, start your heading. Work experience continued. All right, continue on with your work experience. Then let's put your skills and abilities. Okay, so you know Microsoft Office. List your versions, list the packages. You know Publisher. You can do what? Internet research. You know ABIN form. Yeah, IBIS World Databases. A lot of you learned SAP in accounting, so put your skills and abilities. Now, would I like to work with you 8 hours a day? Would I like to go to lunch with you? Let's put hobbies and interests. Absolutely, languages. So give your fluency. I'm fluent in English and Spanish, reading and writing and speaking. All right. I'd probably just put Spanish extra. So I'd do hobbies and interests next, and then I'd give you 4 resumes there. Tell me some hobbies and interests you might put. Ben's going to put golf. But what else might you put? Don't just put reading. What do you like to read? I like to read business novels. I like to read, I don't know. I like backpacking, hiking. I like international travel. Where are you just back from? El Salvador? Okay, put down you like international travel there, Carlos, okay? So put something. You've got to establish a rapport with the interviewer. You got to talk about something. You got to have some hobbies. You got to have some interests, because even though Cynthia's competent, I need to know that I'm going to love working with her, and I'd like to go get a hamburger with her during the day, and I'd like to know that if we have to work late, she'll be, cool to work with, okay? Just like this. So here's our hobbies and interests. So we like international travel. I like to play team tennis. I like landscaping. Yeah, whatever. Okay? A sport is good if you can list it. Listen, guys. What if you have what? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so after work experience, let me go back to Ben's here. After work experience, I'd call this volunteer experience or volunteer work. And I would list all of that. Reverse chronological order. And you're going to at least have 10 hours from this course. Yeah. Chimney sweep, put it all. And you're an entrepreneur. You got to put all that on there. It's okay. Absolutely, that's good. And especially if you use in-field there. Now, if you work for the church, I know Rockbridge hires a lot of folks for the church, and they do the videotaping. So that you might have a church reference on there. Maybe the pastor's your supervisor. Maybe the youth minister. And that's okay if you've got work experience to link it to. Yeah, absolutely. Study abroad, put that on there. Yes, sir. You quit a job and then you came back to the job? Put 2 different times. So I worked January to February, and then I worked December to March of the next year. And if you were promoted, you might just say Shaw Industries. Don't put the title first. I was first a creoler, I became a Hyster driver, then I became a manager. So show your levels of promotion on there. I'm gonna give it my utmost to take a red pen to your resumes you've posted. With that being said, I'm one person and have another day job I have to do. I got a little help. Courtney, Tina, Mallory will help as well. I'm gonna hit the high spots, but what I did today is what you need to do. You've got a guide in the back of that packet I keep blasting out to you. So get somebody else to look at your resume. We'll get these in order and you'll be rich soon. All right, see you soon.